Hat geguckt in Luach, wenn es ist geschehen. Gemacht Cheshbon und gezählt die Tage. He looked at the calendar when it happened, and he made a cheshbon. He figured out when it's going to happen. He figured out the days. Geshen is das in Chodesh Sivan, Sof Sivan, in Chodesh Adar, that wären 9 Chadashim, a Woche kempet, efter noch etliche Tag und danach. It happened in the month of 7, the end of the month, and in the month Adar, and in the month Adar, it's going to be 9 months, a week after the baby's born, and maybe another few days, and then was ist da was zu reden? Früher als der Tocker mit der Tockerke pflegen zu ihm kommen auf der Mehl und zappen Blut, ist ihm fortgewend leichter. What is there to talk about? Before, when the Tucker and his wife used to come to the mill and talk to him, it was still easier. Hat gehört das Wort, hat gewusst, wo es halt. He heard them speak, he understood, and he knew what was going on. It's the top der einer allein in der Fenster, and now he's all alone in the dark. Muss great sein, jede Minute, und nicht wissen, wo es wird ausbrechen. He has to prepare himself every minute, and he has to, because he doesn't know exactly when the baby's going to be born. Says a vis der Plek, in welche jeder gewinnt, ist a Zorre, und der größte gewinnt a große Zorre. It's a known problem, and everyone, wait just a minute, in which everything is a problem. And the biggest problem of all is a big problem. Hat sich ihm der Fall oftmal ausgedacht, als nicht sie, Hannele, war geht's wo, in a verworfen Dörfel, auf den Sof von ihr Tragedkeit. And so now he thinks quite often that if it wasn't her, Hannele, that was waiting, who knows where, in a small little Dörfel, who knows where it is, verworfen, at the end of her waiting for the baby to be born. No Zava, only him, Zava. Schwere Wert ihm von Tag zu Tag, zu tragen dem beleibten Guff. Poor Zava. He's still concerned. He's waiting. Schwere Wert, hard words for him from day to day, because he doesn't know what's happening. Dem ballet guf. I don't know whether he's talking about her ballet guf or his own.
I think he feels that it's like he's the pregnant one.
That's what I think.
Yeah.
That's why I don't know whether he's talking about himself, his own good, or hers.
He's feeling like he's the one there with the
there's something, he's experiencing pregnancy too.
Yes.
Yeah, there's something like it's a known phenomenon that some men, when their wives are pregnant, they have pregnancy symptoms as well, and they too vomit, and they even grow a belly. They're so involved in it. So this is what's happening to him. He's experiencing pregnancy.
Strikt unter Herzen. It's heavy under his heart. Es echoed und es schreckt. He's really afraid. Viele bräunliche Leberflecken seien bei ihm rausgetragen, die grau gewordene Schleifen. Euch wie bei a Tragediker. Exactly. So he's getting brown liver spots, just like pregnant people. I know I got freckles all over. And when my son was born, he had a lot of freckles. Hen, die Mensch nimmt sich das Leben nach dem Weib. Look how a person becomes so involved with the life after the
wait, you missed a part. You missed a part. After it says Barem hartstücke Weiber von Gas.
Entschuldigung.
Oh, it's a great sentence. You don't want to miss it.
Barmherzige Weiber von Gas haben gesehen, wie Sava der Alten, der Heuschecher von Tag zu Tag und haben das ausgeteilt also. The women around in the street, they saw that Zava, the widow, was changing from day to day, and they and they decided or said that this is what it is. Hen, wie ein Mensch nimmt sich das Leben nach dem Weib. Und das heißt ein Mann. See, if a man becomes so involved and he takes his life, whatever happens to his wife is happening to him, that's what you call a man. Susanne.
Yeah. There is the shtetl, everybody looks at you and everybody gives an opinion. No. So now they are, I guess they're envious of Rochai, that she has such a devoted husband. Yeah.
Except that Zipak Bagel, zu sein Emisserlager hat es 7 Grad gepasst. To his true situation, Zava, it really applied to Zava. Leichter gewesen ihm zu maskieren sich vor die kleinstädtische Eigen. It was easier for him to put a mask on for the kleinstädtische, the people in the village, their eyes, who were such yenties. Der Senna jeden kommt dann ankegen, fleckt sich mehr an angemogen, einbegen sich und weggucken in a Seite. If a woman approached him he sort of changed, he bent down, and he even looked in a different way so he wouldn't have to look at her. Dem gresten pasom, I don't know that's a Hebrew word. Pasum
Advertisement, like the
No.
biggest, yeah.
hat ihm, Hashem Dank, hat ihm aber gemacht Grund der Schatzin.
Yeah.
But the biggest advertisement that anybody made was Grund, the matchmaker. That Grund hat Herr, Azave is einer allein, die Tochter in Vitebsk, der Ben Yochid in Moliv, hat beschlossen, als ist die richtige Zeit, überzureden mit ihm. And the Shadchan decided that Sava was alone. The daughters were in Vitebsk in one town. The son was in Moliv in another town. He decided that now was the right time to discuss with him about the possibility of marriage. Der Alman hat nicht verwemmen zu schämen sich und man kann mit dem Reden offene Werte. The widower has nothing to be embarrassed about or ashamed of, and we can speak openly about the situation. It's something that's important now. Could you help me with that, Nechama?
Where are you? I mean,
Lift out a line,
Mitzvah.
Golda. Golda, you lift out a line.
That's the problem. You left out the line. That's why I lost you.
Okay, wait, let me.
So go back to the
Nicht verwemmen zu schämen,
Shemen.
man kann mit dem Reden offene Werte.
Yeah.
Ist einmal nach Wetschere raufgekommen zu
Ja.
ihm. Mechleimisch sagen etwas gar a Seite gesagt. A Herr, a he, oh.
So stop there and translate
Okay,
now. Then it will
yes.
make more sense.
So once after dinner, he went over to him and he started speaking to him about the problems that he's in right now. And he, here or there, he just threw words out about a balabuster. He didn't want to give a specific name, but about a balabuster in the shtub. That's also.
Thank you, Goldale. Wonderful. Hab mir gesagt in deine Jahren.
Yeah, amazing. Totally amazing.
Nechama.
Ja. Der Herd, Reb Grummens Eitze, ist Java aufgesprungen und wie wilde genommen tuppen mit the Fies. When he heard, see the Shadchan was saying after his little side talk, he was saying maybe something about Balabusta, a woman in the house. When Java heard the suggestion, he sprang up like a wild one, and he began to, I think, tap mit the Fies. Arois von Stub, a behema a yid, was ich send. Arois, get out of the house. A behema, a Jew that you are out. hat Reb Gruns gehabt dem Parasol, a Kusch getun der Mezuzah, und ist weg. So the Shadchan grabbed his umbrella, gave a kiss to the mezuzah, and went away. Nor beleidigt hat sich nicht. But we see that word beleidigt again. But he wasn't insulted, or he wasn't embarrassed. Is schon geläubt. So this is the big advertisement for the state of Java. Der Eberstein, a Shadchan nicht von Nächten on. I don't know what that means. He is already gelobt, praised. Der Eberstein is that the God. A Shadchan nicht von Nächten. He's not just recently a Shadchan. Hat schon gesehen a selche mini getreie Almanon. He had, in other words, he was an experienced Shadchan, and he had seen such devoted widowers. Was a frie warfen sie heiße Gläser Tee dem Shadchan in Kopperein, der noch schicken sie allein Shadchonim und haben Chasanes mit der Mädel. So he had seen such widowers that in the beginning, they'll throw a cup of hot tea at the Shadchan in the head. And later on, they themselves, the widowers, are sending for the matchmakers and to have a chasana with a maidel, with a girl.
Just 1 minute. Marsha, please raise it.
Oh, yeah, see, I read from another screen, so I don't see it. I'm sorry.
You have to keep raising it, Marsha. We've lost a lot.
Yeah. You're on the bottom of the page when he's with his parasol and he's giving a kiss to the mezuzah. So raise it higher, please. Okay, little higher still. Okay, a little bit more so that it will be easier for you. Yeah, you can go higher still if it's not too bad for you. Yeah, okay. So then they're looking to get married with. They send for the Shadchan because they want to marry a girl. Nicht mit a grusha und nicht mit a almona, nor dafka mit a mädel. They are not looking for a divorced person, a divorced woman, and they're not looking for a widow. Specifically, dafka, they want a girl. No, a bissel geduld, a little patience, just a little patience. The Zeit is der beste Shadchan. The time is the best matchmaker. Wie behaven der Mensch hat aber von sein Durchfall bei Javin in Stub gemacht, a ganzen Shemdoiver in Stott. From like a behaventil, I learned that word last time, like an experienced person, he made from this experience, this in Javin's house, he made a big, what is a Shem Dover, like a big thing in the town. Hen, a mensch kann nicht vergessen. Yes, a person cannot forget. Von de Kelim geht raus, wie nur mesucht a Wort wegen a Balabusta in Stub. From the, he gives himself out completely. If you even say a word about a Balabusta, in a wife in the house. So he, the matchmaker, becomes someone who presents this image of Java in the town. Seinen weibische, Ja, seine weibische Herze davon in ganzen zerbrochen geboren. His the wife's hearts of the wives are completely broken. Batichelt und sepalte Kep haben sind Javen noch geschockelt, wenn geht von Stuben Mil und von Mil aheim. So now all of these women in the town, when they look after Java, they see this, how broken he is. They are, they're wearing their shawls and on their heads. And when they see him, they shuckle, they shake their heads when he goes from the house to the mill and when he goes from the mill to the house. So the reputation as the grieving widower has been cemented in. Der Luach is derweil nicht gestanden auf ein Ort, but the calendar, meanwhile, is not standing in one place. Der Tag, wenn das Päckl kon onkommen, Lloyd Jabes Cheshbon, is geworden als 9. The day when, did I translate? The calendar doesn't stand still. The day when this little peckle, this little package is going to arrive, according to Java's Cheshbon, his calculation, is getting closer. Und einmal noch Wetscherer hat mehr nicht ausgehalten und nicht gucken der Kirchen gleich in der Augen hat heiserig so getun. And one time after, I never know, is that supper or lunch, Vechera?
Vechera is supper.
Supper. After supper, he couldn't hold himself in anymore. And he couldn't hold himself in anymore. And not looking at the old cook straight in the eyes, he said to her, heiserig. Is that quickly?
No, hoarsely, with a hoarse voice.
Oh, in a hoarse voice. That's right, heiserig. I heard that one the other day. Yes, heiserig. In a hoarse voice, he said, Tome vet men onklappen in Tier by Nacht, wel ich alleen effenen. If it happens that there is a knock on the door at night, I myself am going to answer it. The Kirchen is ein Regler geblieben stehen mit den offenen Maul. The cook, for 1 minute, remains standing with an open mouth, und mit benutzter Teller in the hand, and with, used plates in her hand. Nur bald hat sie sich der Mund und Schäppische getun in die brudige Gefäß rein. But she immediately reminded herself and gave a whisper in the brudiker. Isn't that the roaring Gefäß? I don't know what Gefäß is.
Brudiker is dirty. Dirty.
Oh, the dirty. Right.
Gefäß. Gefäß are dishes.
Oh, so she gave a little, so she's talking directly to the dishes. Gut, gut. Was weiß ich? Very good. What do I know? I don't know anything. So maybe you want somebody else to read now?
Continue, you're doing well.
I'll continue one more paragraph. Die Tag haben sich wie nicht is geschleppt. The days schlepped along, they went along. They went along. The Räder in Mill haben die Schwierigkeit von einer solchen Tag wie nicht in Zimmerlen. Die Herbele hat sie vertummelt und weggetragen mit weißen Scheun. The wheels in the mill were die Schwerkeit. They had the heaviness of these days. Wie nicht in Zimmerlen. I don't know what that means. Wie nicht in Zimmerlen. The Herbela, the dam, had sie vertummelt and weggetragen with, they took them away with white foam. Der de Nacht, de letzte Nacht, Lloyd Jabes Cheshbon, seinen gewohnt nicht auszuhalten. Therefore, the nights, the last nights, according to the last nights, meaning the nights close to the arrival of the Pekel, according to Java's calculation, were not to be, could barely be suffered. Schrecklich is to sein eingeschlossen in a Speichler mit Streu und warten euch unterzinder. So let's go back to that. That's have better. Schrecklich is to, it is frightening to be locked in a Speichler. What is a Speichler?
Granary.
Oh, in a granary with straw and wait for the Unterzinder, to wait for the, is it the fire?
Someone to set it alight, I would think.
So is it a light, like a fire. Jeder Schotter hat ihm aufgetreißelt von einem kränklichen Drimmel. Every sound broke into his very light, his like sick sleep, mit a verstickten Krächz und mit a Reuen weitig, hat sich jedermal aufgehabt. With a crex, with a groan, and with a pain, he would every time startle himself up. Wie wenn immerzu wollt ihm a Riss getun, a Stück zugeschreckend Madle von Wound. So he was each time he was wakened up as though somebody would give him a stick in a wound. Is that it?
It's as if someone ripped a piece of a dried gauze from a wound.
Wound. Oh
Yes.
my gosh. A zugetrickenter, yeah, a dried gauze from a wound. Ein Nachte Zoi, zwei Nachte Zoi. Und mittermol, ja, men klappt Taka, men klappt. So one night it's like this, 2 nights it's like this. And suddenly, yes, someone is knocking. They are really knocking. They're knocking. The Pekel is here. Okay, so we're on the bottom of 61.
Why don't we finish the page?
Okay. A verzappelter ist Java aufgesprungen und mit schwach gewordener Hand genommen aufsitzen auf sich in eilenisch, was es lost sich. What's the word? All mussed up. He springs out and with weak, schwach, gewordene Hand genommen zippen auf sich in eilish, in haste, was lost sich, was es lost sich. So he's doing everything now. He does it in haste. He's letting himself out. A shuch, a label. He's getting himself dressed in haste. A shuch, a label, a footer. Der kutzel tuk 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 in Lodden is in. We've heard that tuk 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 because we heard it from before. Der kurze tuk 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 in Lodden is in a doch alle Beine. The short knocks on the shutter goes through all of his bones. Die Zehen in Moil haben abgeentfert mit Punkt. The teeth, everything in his body is reacting to this marvelous moment. A zaklap. And there we are. There he is. He's going out.
Yaakov?
Yeah.
This is the moment we've been waiting for.
Yes,
Uh,
let's read
Shalom
another.
Aleichem, everybody. I just got on the phone. I did not hear you for like 15 minutes.
Ruchela has to read now.
No, I just called on Yaakov to read.
Fine,
No,
great.
Give
Well,
Ruchela
we're just going to
class.
finish.
Rachel
start
is
next
not
time.
here.
No, she
Yes,
is.
she
I see you and I see you on the computer and I hear you on the telephone.
Rachel is here, but Ruchela is not here.
Ruchela
yeah.
is here.
Ruchela is Shane Dor. Okay. But Yaakov is going to leave, so let Yaakov read
He
next.
read already. Give Ruchela a chance.
Unschuldig mir.
No, it's okay. You ask him to read, let him read. It's okay. It's okay.
No.
Rochela hasn't read, so let her read.
We want everyone to have a chance, Ruchela.
Where are you standing? I'm sorry I had to be late.
Dem Eberston.
Oh, okay.
No. Is a rega a room hat sich schon Java a losgetun. It's page 62. So you have to go up. Marcia, you have to move the text.
Yes, from 61 to 62.
Mhm.
I'm thinking we're here. Right here.
We read that already.
If she's reading, unschuldig mir, I'm going to stop recording.